Hello, dear viewers. You are watching program Canadian Politics, and this is your host Akhtar Naseem. And today we have got in our studios for interview Mr. Jimmy Yu. He's contending this election from LaSalle Imad riding. Welcome to you, sir, in our studios.
Thank you. Your
And
invitation.
how are you feeling this evening?
That's very good, very good. We are very good, We don't want this election, but we came late in this election, but we work very, very well with our community. That's very good.
Okay. I would ask you that is this your first election you are contending for?
Yes. I don't have any background of political background, and it's my first time. Yes.
And why did you choose the Conservative Party and not any other one?
Because the Conservative Party is represent my value. Because I have 6 kids, as the family value is very important for me. And the Conservative Party with lower taxes for helping all the family in Canada, so it's very important. As you know, many parties promised anything, a lot of things. But when the Conservative Party was forming the government, they lower taxes as they promised. A party keep his promise is very important for me. That's what I keep. That's why I present the Conservative Party also.
And how do you take it? Because politics is a tough job, and you are having a big family. And what do you think? Would you be able to spare some time for the people of your riding?
Of course, yes. Because, as an immigrant, I always work hard. When I come in here, I'm 13 years old. I need to learn the language, French, English. Then I need to start working really early with my school. So because we want, as you know, an immigrant is always helping the family. So that's why since I was very young, I work at the restaurant, at the store to bring back the money to the family. So that's why, and for me, it's 7 days. It's in my mind, it's no day off or something, When I have the chance to have off, and I'm with my kids, because it's important to spend the time with them too. It's just my family, and instead of 6, now I have 100,000 members now.
Okay. While going through your profile, I found that you are committed to work at uniting all of your constituents' voices in diversity and mutual enrichment. Would you like to tell our viewers briefly what is all this?
Yes, because in Montreal we have a lot of community. So we have our own store, own school. We have also touch the culture also with all the community. So we have a small, individual economic goal, and that's why when I work here since many years, it's important to funding something special, like a cultural center. For every community can have a display, can learn each other, can bring all the culture to display to everybody also. And that's the main point. We have to work together, all the community.
Okay. And I have also found that you have developed a great ability to understand different cultures. You have been meeting for the last several years. You want all voices to be heard in your riding and be united in the service of the country. And that is your political commitment for this upcoming election. How would you convince the people through this interview?
I don't need to convince the people. Because in LaSalle Imad, since 1988, is a liberal riding. But as I can see, and when I talk with the people, it's not only one, they all told me they never did something for this riding. How I need to convince the people is that the people convinced to me to be the MP to represent them. That's the difference. It's not to me to convince them. It's them to convince to me to be a good MP to represent everybody in this riding.
And it is usually believed that sitting member parliament is stronger than the other contestants. How do you feel it?
Yeah, I feel I'm able because I'm the better candidate to represent Lhasa et Ma. Because first of all, I'm not learning the politics. I am someone to work very hard. I work for the economic and cultural development since many years. So I know a lot of projects, what is good for the Montreal and what is good for the immigrant. As I'm an immigrant, I pass for all the steps of my life. And I know with my experience, I can help for the community and I can help for the immigrant. And I can help, as my wife, she's French, and I can help the French people too. And je travaille pour la francisation des petits moyennes entreprises à Montréal. Alors je connais la langue comme dans ma poche.
Okay. What would you say if I ask that what is your specific agenda for your riding?
You know, first of all, the agenda. First of all, we need to be elected, you know. After my election, I will, you know, planning, you know, a short term, a main term, and long term with all the citizens in Lhasa riding. The focus, what are we to do? Why now? Okay. After I can see all of the people, you know, the unemployment is very high in Lhasa. It's and the stores, a lot of empty store closed. That's I think is the main point is the unemployment in Lhasa. But you know, as we need to ask all the citizens, it's important to hear the rights of everybody.
Okay, last time Conservatives were the ruling party. What do you think that it would be beneficial to you in your election?
Yes, of course. That's a party this party is encourage all the multicultural community because they know Canada is not belong to one community. It's all the community. So as Chinese, as Japanese, as Pakistanis, as Sikh, all the community were to pull together to build this country.
And what is the reaction of the diverse communities with you?
My Chinese community,
yeah.
Yes, of course they are very, very excited because since the first time is the Chinese MP, you know, candidate to try to bring his voice in Ottawa. That's important, you know. We have since Chinese are here since more than 100 years. And in Quebec, we still don't have an MP to representing Chinese community. For them, and we have 1.3 million Chinese community in Canada. It's important the Chinese community voice will be in Ottawa also.
What are the things that are left by this Liberal Party undone that you want to do it in your riding when you come into power?
Because, you know, as we know, the Conservative Party will forming the next government. We all know that, okay? And that's why it's very important to have an MP representing Montreal and representing Lhasa et Ma for work in the government, not against the government. So in Montreal, we have a lot of projects. So we need the people come from Montreal to build together with the other community.
Okay, how do you take the leadership of the Conservatives?
The leadership of Conservative, you can just look at since we was in power since 2005, we keep as promise. We lower taxes. That's the 7% to 6% to 5. We have more credit come from the under 18. We given $2,000 for all the 18 crédit income credit, and we have also, given out for the credit for the renovation, eco-energetic renovation. That's each house can have go up just $5,000 for camp this money for repairing all the windows and the doors. That's the important. That we helping Canadians. That's we keep our promise. That's the main point of our party. We don't say something, but we don't keep it. That's the main point. The leadership is not you try to prove it. It's the other people give it to you. The leadership, that's the real leadership. It's not you say, I have a leadership. No, it's the leadership is everybody will give it to you, not you ask for the leadership.
And how do you see this upcoming federal election? Do you hope to get through?
Of course, because we need one. In Montreal, we tried it the last 3 times. We need to have an MP work with you, for you in the government. That's an important thing. Even it's me or another writing, but we need to have one MP from the Conservative Party for work for you.
And countrywide, the citizens of Canada, they are not happy with the immigration and Medicare policy. What would you like to say to the viewers? As
I know, okay, since we have taken the power in 2005, we're taking over 800,000 cases are waiting for the immigration. We increase every year the number of immigrants. Like last year, we have 280,000 immigrants. It's the record since the past years. It's the record of the war. We have the first country have the immigrant. So we have we do another effort for this for the immigrant also, and for the health so that's why the money is transferred to the provincial from the government for the health, and that's why it's important in Quebec. In Montreal, you need to have an MP to work with the government to tell the provincial government how do you use this money. Am I right?
Okay. Wish you good luck, and thank you very much for being with us in our studios.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your invitation. Thank you.
Dear viewers, you were watching program Canadian Politics. Till next week, goodbye. Take care of yourself and the neighborhood.